Well, good morning. Today's video I planned, and it was going to be called the £1,000 Day Part 2, because that was what I had booked. I was going to be doing 4 jobs today and was going to be earning £1,000 for the day. But it all went wrong. So the £370 day doesn't sound quite as good, does it? But it all went wrong. I mean, 3 of my 4 jobs got cancelled. So I was originally booked to go from Stockport to Gloucester, from Gloucester to Bristol, Bristol to Northampton, Northampton to Lutterworth, and then back to Stockport. And that was going to be my day. In that, there's 4 jobs total. A bit of dead miles between some of the collections and stuff, but I was getting paid very, very well. Each job was individual, but each job I could fit on my van, and I had all day to collect them, so I could do them together. Customer was happy with that, and that was the plan. Until about 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon, when I got the call to say that collection number 1, 2, and 3 had all been cancelled because the job's no longer going ahead as planned, which left me with just my normal delivery. And for that delivery I was going down to Gloucester, and I've ended up doing a return from Gloucester as well, because I brought the rubbish back, but I only get paid a backload for that. So yeah, it's gone from the £1,000 day to the £370 day. I am going to be back in Stockport for 11:30. So there is a good chance I may be able to find something else to do today, which bumps up my money for the day. But my God, I was looking forward to that big run. Now, something else I want to talk about. I've made a few videos actually over the last week and 2 weeks, but I've not put any of them up yet. I've not had time to edit them. I have not had time to go over them. Some of them the audio wasn't very good, etc. And in one of them I mentioned that another 2 lads that I know who work for another company, a solar company, it's their customer. One of them has now given up the game, isn't working anymore, and the other one is too busy to do their work, and he doesn't have any subbies or anything like that. So they passed on my details, and I got an email from the it's a solar panel company, asking if I can help with some of their urgent deliveries. And the email I got was in about 10 o'clock in the morning, and they needed stuff collecting that afternoon for delivery the next morning. So I said, no problem, just send me an email with what everything is. And it was ADR goods. So there were solar panels and there was batteries. And I said, do you want me to send you quotes over, or do you want me to just get drivers in and send you the invoice? Just get the drivers in, send me the invoice. Yeah, just whatever it takes, no worries. Just get it sorted. So that's what I did. I sent 2 drivers in, both before 3 o'clock, both loaded. 1 to go down to Tunbridge, and 1 to go over to Ipswich. One was a 260-mile run, one was a 280-mile run. Both distance jobs, and both ADR runs. And I sent my invoice over for the ADR charges. And yesterday I got an email back. It started with ouch. So yeah, they weren't very impressed, and I didn't even charge a high rate really. I just actually charged what I standardly charge for this Luton. I didn't charge ADR money because I got the drivers off the CX and they're a bit cheaper, and I wanted to come across like I was doing them a good service at a good rate. That's what I thought anyway. Turns out they haven't actually been sending any of these batteries out as ADR jobs. They've just been sending them out as normal jobs and getting drivers a lot cheaper. So they were not impressed, and they actually asked me to reconsider my invoice and charge them less. What? Now, like I just said, I'd already given the discounted rate for ADR, and with what I was paying the drivers, I wasn't making very much money off these jobs. And I'm not willing to lose money on these jobs. So I had to politely decline and say, I'm not reconsidering my invoices. Those are the charges for this work. This is dangerous goods we're moving. It's not just the panels, it's the batteries. And the majority of the weight on the vehicle is the batteries. One van had over 200 kilos of batteries, the other van had just shy of 200 kilos of batteries. The UN number was on all the boxes. If you look it up, yes, it's an ADR job. You need ADR insurance, you need all the kit, you need your license. It's an ADR job. They weren't happy. So last night I wrote out a full email explaining what the goods are that they're delivering, why they should need to be delivered under certain regulations and rules, and I'm waiting for a response. Now, I don't think they're going to be sending me any more work, if I'm being completely honest. The lad that I know that's now packed it in has been moving these goods and isn't ADR, which isn't great. The other guy who moves them, I'm not sure if he's ADR or not. If he is, then he's moving them under ADR rates. He's doing it cheaper for himself and his customer. That's great. But I can't subby jobs out and pretend they're not ADR. I'm not willing to do that. I'm not willing to carry dangerous goods for cheap rates because they're dangerous goods. And I'm not willing to put anyone else at risk by lying and telling them they can carry that stuff, and they can't. So if they come back to me and they're happy to continue using it at the rate that I've said, then happy days. If they don't and they go back to using another a large shipper that they've used before, the name begins with S, who they said were rubbish and sent in crappy drivers all the time for cheap rates, and oh my god, no! It's a new windscreen. Now it's got a hole in it. What the? It's right in front of my face as well. Oh my god. Anyway, yes, there's a large shipper they've used before, whose name begins with S, who sends in crap drivers, according to them, who have no respect, turn up in crappy vans, don't deliver on time. They even said about one driver, instead of delivering at 8 o'clock in the morning, turned up at 8 o'clock the night before and demanded that the customer, who was a homeowner they were delivering to, took the goods off his van, which is outrageous. But that's the sort of stuff that happens when you choose the cheapest driver and you don't tell them it's ADR, so you don't get a professional driver who is covered. And that's how you get it done cheap. But no, I will not be doing it cheap for them. Let's see what they come back with, and let's hope my invoice gets paid, because if it doesn't, I won't be happy. Also, mistake on my part, I shouldn't have sent drivers in until they'd already agreed the price. That is a mistake on my part, but they said they were happy to do it at whatever cost. They just needed it covered urgently, and I've got that in email. So yeah, they don't really have a leg to stand on. They're going to have to pay me, but hopefully we can work it out, and in the future we can work together and it'll be good. But in my head, with how they reacted to the invoice, I seriously doubt it. They've clearly had it done far too cheap by non-ADR drivers, and that is not good. Hey. Right, well, anyway, enough of that. I am an hour from Stockport. I'll go and get offloaded. I've got all the cardboard on and pallets on, etc. I used the CX driver this morning, and he beat me to site, which doesn't happen very often. Normally I'm first on site. He phoned me to say that he was offloading and if it was alright, and then I went, yeah, I'm going to be there in 2 minutes anyway. I rocked up. Riggers are actually early. Fantastic. He was a really nice guy, really polite. I've got another driver doing a site clearance in Stafford, Stoke area, somewhere around there. It's an ST postcode anyway. No moaning, no hassle. He's gone site early. He sent me pictures of all the goods on his van. Happy days. Got another driver up in Newcastle doing another site clearance. He is struggling to find the site at the minute, but I've just sent him the contact details, which I should have done last night, but I forgot. And he'll be on site shortly to do that site clearance. Yeah, there is work on today, but I wish them free collections were still on, because if I did them free collections, that also means that in a couple of days' time I would have done the delivery for those collections, and that would have been even more. But unfortunately, it wasn't to be. So today is, what is it, Thursday? Yeah, today's Thursday. I'm not got anything booked for tomorrow. I do have work booked for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday next week, which is fantastic. But I think, if I am correct, I am off on Thursday and Friday. Yes, I'm definitely off on Thursday and Friday next week. And at least there's work at the start of the week, and hopefully more work comes on. Obviously, one of the last videos I put up said that I'd only done 17 jobs on the exchange this entire year, and conveniently the day after I posted that video, actually the day that video went live, I did 3 jobs that day, and I did 2 jobs the day after. So I'm now on 22 jobs for the year for the exchange. What are you doing, chipping my windscreen? I didn't even see it coming, I just heard it. Bloody Nora. Right, I'm just rambling now, so thank you for watching. Please go like, subscribe. Bye bye. So this video was actually filmed around 40 days ago, and to this day that invoice was due to be paid after 30 days. It has not been paid. Whether it's an error on their behalf or whether they are just holding payment because they weren't happy with the price, I'm not sure yet. They've had a few reminder emails. I'm being ignored. So it's Thursday now. Leave it till over the weekend. Monday, it's time to start making some phone calls and chase up, because it's not a small invoice. It's over £1,000. It's not a small invoice, really, is it? And drivers have been paid, so it's me that's out of pocket. I knew it was going to happen, so I was kind of expecting it a little bit, but still, you hope it doesn't happen. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'll catch you on the next video. Hopefully I get paid soon. I'll keep you up to date. Bye bye.